Anthropic just broke the stock market again for the second time this year. Their latest AI model, Mythos, led to about a 2.5% to 3% tumble in the stocks overnight. Guys, the SaaS S&P, the SaaS section of the S&P 500, get this, is down 25.5% this year. And so why did this happen and why should you care? What does this mean to you? Well, guys, basically we've been talking about this. 2026 is the year of SaaS apocalypse. Why? Because AI is making it incredibly easy to automate work and incredibly easy to create software. Again, this is the year where we stop looking at AI as a tool and start looking at AI as an employee. And I know a lot of you guys have a hard time, you don't like that, but that's just the way I see it and I call it like I see it. The reality, guys, is that investors are very, very concerned about their favorite tech companies. They think they're all going to become completely obsolete because of what AI is doing. In fact, Mythos was so speculative that, and we talked about this yesterday, Dario Amodei, the CEO, said we can't even drop it. It's too risky. It's revealing too many security threats in SaaS software. He basically said that it's going to break the world. So absolutely bananas. And if you don't believe me about the SaaS apocalypse, I want to just give you some numbers on some of the most prevalent stocks. Salesforce, down 35%. Adobe, down 30%. ServiceNow, down 25%. Atlassian, down 30%. Snowflake, 35%. Shopify, down 25%. But guess who's up? Guess who's up? NVIDIA, up 50%. Microsoft, up 25%. Amazon, up 30%. Meta, up 30%. SaaS is getting absolutely crushed right now. All the wealth, all the capital is flowing to the AI companies. It's kind of crazy. I mean, now I think is the time where you really got to make moves, whether it's within your career or within your investing, or because all the money is traveling up, guys. It makes me very nervous when I see so much money floating in one direction. I really am against the idea of UBI, guys. We've talked about this in the past. I just don't think that it works as a model. I'm not going to get into that right now for various reasons, but I want to be relevant, respected, and financially free. I don't want to be irrelevant, disrespected, and financially reliant on my big tech oligarchs to pay me. I don't like that at all. But the reality is so much cash is floating up. I mean, for me, and we've talked about this, I think there's a lot of opportunity out there. I see a lot of opportunity out there for the guys like you and me who stay alert, stay awake, and, well, start adapting and keep adapting. I want to also just look, guys, before we move forward, let's just take a quick look at what's happened in the past. The past 20 years has been completely dominated by SaaS interfaces that do the work. CRMs, design tools, dashboards, all those fun things. But the new model moving forward for the next 10 years is AI agents. The AI agents write the code and create your own micro softwares. Every company is going to have their own micro softwares that they're creating. In fact, entire companies are going to have employees that make their own micro software. You're going to see, I was just watching a video the other day, this guy, he's doing over $330,000 a month, and he creates all his own software. It's just absolutely crazy. I mean, I'll give you an example. Just this week, I built a blog agent for my WordPress site. I built a landing page agent, which creates landing pages. I created a marketing campaign agent. And which was pretty cool. One of my clients shot a 5-minute video about a new feature on their SaaS platform. SaaS, gotta love it. And fed all that into my Copilot agent. Copilot created a drive, a synopsis, an executive summary of the tool. It drafted a blog. It drafted talking points for email drip campaign, SMS, social media. Guys, this is all stuff that would have taken me like a morning or maybe half a day to complete, or maybe I would have to hire people to do all this. Oh, also it sends prompts over to ChatGPT, so ChatGPT can generate images, because I like the images that ChatGPT creates quite a bit better than the ones I get from Claude. Anyway, all that, I was able to create all those agents in just the past several days. That is what's possible right now. And I would give a shout out to Daniel Knight for leading the workshop this week, which really opened my eyes to what is actually possible when it comes to Claude Code. Absolutely crazy. But guys, listen, it's the stock market now, okay? That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the SaaS apocalypse in the stock market, but it's not gonna stop there. This is gonna trickle down into our workplaces. It's gonna trickle down to our workplaces because employers are just now starting to catch up with what's possible with all these agents. They're gonna be going to conferences, they're gonna be seeing demos, they're gonna be coming back being, I can't believe what's actually possible. But you should be telling your bosses right now, you should be building out these systems. In fact, I wouldn't even work on a project now that didn't have AI integrated in some way, shape, or form. Or you might go the opposite way and say, Mark, I'm going to work with my hands all day, which is another respectable way to go. It seems like the robots are a little bit far out when it comes to doing hand-to-hand trade skill type work, HVAC, electric, et cetera. Although I will, I've got an HVAC, I worked in the HVAC field for a while, and the air conditioning is tough. It's very complicated. You've got refrigerant, you've got high voltage, low voltage, there's lots of switches, and I could definitely see a world where people that are maybe not as experienced or as advanced in AC work can put on some meta AI goggles, and just walk through it and solve problems at a fraction of the cost. So who knows what happens there? I do think that we are going to see, and someone mentioned this in the comments the other day, great comment. By the way, if you haven't subscribed and liked the channel, this is the time to do it because this is where we're learning. But someone in the comments said, well, here's the problem. All these people get kicked out of SaaS. What are they gonna do? They're gonna flood the market in other industries, and they're gonna be joining electrical contracting jobs, plumbing jobs, AC, all these jobs are gonna get scooped up. There's gonna be a big shift in supply and demand. In any event, I'm in the place now where I want to just kind of continue to build out my own army of agents. I want to continue learning. I want to continue executing. I don't know what the future holds for me. Only God knows that. But I know I'm going to keep adjusting, and I appreciate you guys being here. And I do just want to tackle another thought that I think I see happen quite regularly in the comments, where people say, well, AI, it stinks. It doesn't work well. I tried it before and it didn't work. And I understand that. But think about it this way. Have you ever trained someone new at work? Do they get it right on the first time? No, they screw up, they mess up, and you have to teach them, you have to train them. It kind of works the same way with an agent. And so I'll give you just a quick tip, something that I've been doing with Claude Cowork. Going through Claude Cowork, I tweak, I make a bunch of different adjustments to get to the final result that I want. And then I go in and I say, Claude, I want you to create a complete skill.md file that breaks down breaks down everything that we did to get to where we're at here today, so that I can train you to get to the end result faster. Boom, done. Oh yeah, also add it to your skill set. It's really remarkable what's possible. I mean, just time and time again, I get stuck, Claude will get stuck and say, hey Mark, you need to do this, and this, and I'll just say, well, can you just do it for me? And it just does it. Sometimes I just do it because it doesn't take that long, but it's just really crazy. In any event, I just think that everyone should be worrying about this, be thinking about this, be figuring it out. I can't even get into like Bitcoin, SaaS. Who knows what happens with the stock market? I think the S&P 500 as a whole is probably the way to go. There's too much greed, there's too much fear happening right now. I can't wrap my head around it. It's just too bananas. And if you don't believe me that AI is really taking over the workplace, just check out yesterday's video. Yesterday we showed 3 different banks that are firing human beings and hiring AI bots. It's a crazy world, guys. It's a crazy world. I don't know where it all goes, but you can leave it in the comments below. If there's one thing that I'm going to do personally, though, it's continue to learn, continue to evolve, and not try to bite the whole hamburger with one bite, but take off bite-sized pieces on a daily basis. All right, boys, make it a great day. See ya. Peace.